This is the Hamish and Andy Show podcast.
3, 2, 1.
Well, it's been 2 years and over 265,000 shows of the Happy Hour.
That is correct.
Millions of topics have been covered. A very small amount of gold-coloured watches have been given away. One island has been purchased and subsequently burned. You'd really think that Hamish and Andy had done enough to remember this show fondly, but you'd be wrong. Ever the showman, Hamish and Andy are risking the entire legacy of the Happy Hour on a single roll of the dice, risking all they have built on how a single mouthful of food tastes. Reintroducing Happy Hour legend, Brent, the Mixmaster.
You've done it again, Mixmaster!
Oh, no worries, guys.
Today, Brent, the Mixmaster, walks among us to deliver his final creation, which, if deemed to be tasty, seals this show's reputation as the greatest 3 to 4 p.m. show of all time. But if the dish is bland, it will condemn the show to the radio wasteland. It all hinges on this dish for Hamish and Andy's final ever Happy Hour.
Hamish and Andy with you for the final ever Happy Hour, and boy, is this exciting.
Coming to you guys from the exclusive venue of the staff kitchen here at the radio station. And
Fine dining though, mate.
Fine
It's
dining.
fine dining.
So fine dining. We've got tablecloths. Well, I think they're actually rain protectors, but they're being sold loosely as tablecloths to our guests here.
They are 2 holes off being a poncho, aren't they? They are 2 cut-out holes.
Just every table covered with poncho material and plastic cutlery, because today is our last show / first ever degustation that we've ever done on the Happy Hour. For people that are brand new to the show,
welcome.
Sloppy timing, because you've come to the last show of all time.
You've effectively walked into the credits of a film.
What's going on here? You've got the wrong cinema, but do stay, because we might have some funny outtakes after the credits. Today on the show, we are joined by Brent the Mixmaster. He's a hero of a man. He's been with us across the last couple of years. Started off just suggesting an idea once upon a time, and he's turned into a favourite of the show.
Yes.
He mixes everyday foods together. He's done it several times on the show before, and he's done it flawlessly. He just got back from an overseas holiday, and he said, guys, I've got a new one. I've got a new invention. And
I said to him, did you discover this on your honeymoon?
And he said, guys, I've been married for 4 years. We went, all right, Brent, well, we haven't read your player card properly, but nevertheless, you still did go on holidays. He's got it for us today. We don't know what the dish is, and we're going to find out later in the hour. Currently, we're in the kitchen. We've got a lot of Happy Hour family up here with us.
We've asked them to dress up, but it's an amazing look, isn't it? We go to HamishAndy.com, we'll have photos up there, but people have had obviously rushed. Some rushed their outfits, some have put a lot of effort into it. But we, on the most part, I would say semi-formal.
Semi-formal to formal.
Because half the people are formal and half the people look like riffraff.
Got a few T-shirts with a loose bow tie thrown on it, a few stripper bow ties around bare necks.
Exactly.
But that's all right. I mean, if we had our time again, we would have made the dress code stripper bow tie.
By the end of the hour, we'll be presented with this dish.
I think we can talk to Brent. He's currently...
Are you out there in the back in the kitchen, Brent? Can you
he's
hear
shielded from us. Brent, how are you going?
Yeah, good. I'm just mixing it up as we do.
Are you nervous?
Are you saying that, or is it already prepared?
No, there's a 3-step mixing process, which...
3-step?
Oh, jeez, he gives more away. Very exciting.
Sounds like, I feel like you're just deliberately banging utensils to make it sound like you're doing something.
It's hectic back here. There's lots of mixing to be done.
He's literally sitting there with it in the oven, just banging utensils around.
We are in the staff kitchen, everyone. We'll let you go there, Brent. There is a big screen in between us and Brent, but he's only about 15 metres away. We can't see him. Hey, there's so much to get through this happy hour. The whole legacy of this show rides on whether that dish tastes good. But before all that, Tim-O-Matic, I mean...
I've been selling his autograph all year. I have a gift. I have a talent. I'm able to sell Tim-O-Matic's autograph.
The talent's not selling them. Talent's doing them.
Talent's doing them, and I'm able to sell my art. Obviously, you and I are about to take 6 months break before coming back to do Drive next year in July.
Yep.
What will happen to the business? We will deal with that next.
Happy hour! Hamish and Andy with you It's our last show of the year, Haim. We sit here in the staff kitchen.
Exclusive VIP venue of the staff kitchen.
We've
Apologies to the rest of the company because we have taken over the staff kitchen.
But thank you very much for these people coming down to see our last show, Ham. Also dressing up semi-formal because we do have a tasting later on from Brent the Mixmaster. But as you said before we went to that song...
Stuff to wrap up, Ando. One of the big things of the year has, of course, been my side business, Autographomatics Enterprises, which is where I sell Tim-O-Matic's autograph to fans. They're always wrapped to get them. I'm always happy to do them.
Not always.
It's been a real roller coaster of a business, Ando.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and round of applause, yet to be sued.
Yeah, thank you.
That's
Yeah, no, my legal department's as shocked as you guys are. But I remember earlier in the year, I was a young boy who didn't have a talent. And then some call it God, some just call it divine intervention. Something spoke to me and I realised I had a gift.
Yeah.
I realised I had a creative gift and I could do Tim-O-Matic's autograph. And from there boomed a huge online business.
For those who've just joined us again for the first time, welcome.
You'll be so confused.
But we look back at a year of Tim-O-Matic autograph.
Just need you to describe over the phone how you do your signature just so I can sign it, so no one will know it's not you. Is it a big T?
Yeah, so it's T with the top kind of stroke is slanted up.
Yep. I would like to launch on the show. If you send $10 in, I'll send you out Tim-O-Matic's autograph. It's H. Blake's Tim-O-Matic autograph bonanza. HamishAndy.com if you want Tim-O-Matic's autograph for $10.
And you did have a trestle table down outside the supermarket in the food court today.
What's your name? Gary, come here. How you going, Gary? Look at that. Feel the quality of that card.
Oh, yeah, good quality.
That's good quality. And that's Tim-O-Matic's autograph. And you got a green one, you got an orange one. $10.
You've done it.
You think I've done it? What's the diff, though? I mean, an autograph's an autograph. You've seen his face, getting caught up in the excitement. Buy 5, get 1 free at the moment.
How many orders have been placed about?
About over 100.
Over 100.
This financial year, which is an infinite increase on last financial year. So if you want to invest.
So 100. I've counted 12 complaints.
That's not bad.
You're running at a 12% complaint.
Don't forget we've got Tim-O-Matic in there complaining. What are the current prices at, Jez? I think it might be, is it still at $6.99?
It's still at $6.99.
$6.99 special price. Sometimes complaints, I always like to turn those into satisfied customers.
Okay, what about this one from Rory?
Every complaint's a sales opportunity, I've always said.
I bought my Tim-O-Matic autograph 3 weeks ago and it still hasn't come. What the heck?
How'd you like another one? See? Every complaint can be a sales opportunity.
That's true.
And I'm happy to announce they're all now $7.70. I have lodged the trademark for the name Tim-O-Matic, the visual pattern of the signature as an artwork of Tim-O-Matic, and the concept of Tim-O-Matic as a performer. Those have been lodged with the Australian Trademark Commission. It will take about 2 weeks for them to go through. So by the time we get back from holidays, you're looking at the owner of the Tim-O-Matic trademark to celebrate this wonderful day. Buy 100, get 100 free. Oh, you heard me.
We only had one person take that upper up, but I was happy to do the 200 autographs. Now
Hey, we should point out, Tim-O-Matic, obviously a great sometimes singer, performer, dancer, judge.
Yep. Quadruple threat.
Yeah. And
because he's an actor too, because of his film clips.
Yep. And he is obviously not wrapped with the fact that you've been...
From time to time, he would sort of dip into the conversation on Twitter. Hey guys, where's my card? And I had a pretty firm line, which is buzz off. This is my business.
Okay.
You've got nothing to do with this.
And what about, well, he would have something to do with it, you'd think, because obviously...
Certainly the trademarking aspect, the trademark office, I still don't have the trademark.
No.
Unfortunately for Tim-O-Matic's autograph or the visual pattern.
Because he owns
or the concept of him. He hasn't applied for the trademark, but that's certainly the sticking point.
Yeah.
He's the sticking point there. He's sort of contesting that.
So what are you going to do with... What are you going to do with the
Well,
business?
we're taking 6 months off, Ando, and we're not going to be in the office, and it means I have to pass the baton to someone. Now...
Is it someone in this... Someone's put up their hand in the audience here.
We've got... I hope you understand what you're getting into, because it's long hours, it's very low reward, apart from all the money. It is a grueling job. I mean, has anyone in here bought an autograph? Have we got...
We've got two
guys right at the front.
Three.
Three customers.
Okay, yeah.
I'd like to give it to a customer, but there's one other person I would like to give it to.
Yeah.
I've thought about this a lot, and I think he's got the kind of dedication and customer, an aim to please customers that I love and that I've always embodied at my company, Ando. He's waiting outside.
Can he do the autograph, though?
I'm going to see if he can or not. That's the sticking point. Would you please welcome Tim-O-Matic? The real Tim-O-Matic is in there.
We have the real Tim-O-Matic. Mate.
He's answered my...
We made it.
Thank you very much for joining us. It's incredible. I'm in awe.
No problem. Thank you.
But you take us. We got to go to a song so I can collect my thoughts. And
All right.
then they're handing over the business straight after
Well,
this.
it's not a guarantee yet, Tim. I have to see if you can do the autograph.
Okay.
More with Tim-O-Matic after this song. It's amazing for Happy Hour. Happy Hour. Hamish Sandy with you. If you've just tuned in,
Huge moment, Ando.
well, historical moment, Ham, because you have been selling Tim-O-Matic's autograph the entire year, as done by you. We were unsure whether he was up for it or not, and you've just said
I've decided to pass on the business because we're going to be off for 6 months. We're coming back in July to do Drive.
And it's a surprise.
Much like Rupert Murdoch going, maybe it will go to Lachlan, maybe it will go to someone else. I've picked my predecessor.
Yeah.
And I've picked my successor.
Sorry,
I'm his predecessor. And I've decided to pick Tim-O-Matic.
As did Rupert Murdoch.
Appreciate
Thank you, man. I love what you've been doing with the autograph yourself.
Now, I gotta say this. Now, this is, I didn't realize how deep this has gotten. This is serious deep. To the point, you don't know this yet. To the point, you have. A few weeks ago, I was signing an autograph. And
you have my permission. I won't sue if you
and
don't.
the people that came up were like, "No, that's not the official one. That's not the Hamish and Andy one.
Yeah,
Where's
not
that
a
one?"
freebie. Don't flood the market with freebies.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, that's the first thing you've got to understand about this business.
All right.
This is not a charity.
Not a charity. I can see that.
Now, Tim-O-Matic,
Okay.
I'd personally like to apologise on behalf of both of us because I have questioned the legitimacy,
the ethics,
and the ethics, and the morally and the legalities of this whole process over the last year.
I was just, I didn't finish university. I'm not great with my hands. I'm not really good around the house. I can't really fix anything. So for me to have a skill,
you cannot sing.
For me to have a skill, it probably went to my head a little bit. And for me to be able to do your autograph so well, I thought it was my calling, essentially, to do your autograph. And it's turned into quite the business. We don't want to see it die. But before I hand over all the documents, the legals, etc.
What do you got here?
Do you want me to get it up?
I'll just show you. If you bring up the box, Ando, that's where I keep all the business stuff. I got a whole box full of stuff. Yeah,
there's a file of facts in here as if Hamish doesn't know how to use technology. A labelling machine.
This is the customer list so far.
Wow.
We got hundreds, right?
Wow.
So these are the people. This would be my first point from a marketing perspective.
Yep. Yeah.
I would just say to you, get on the email straight up and hit these people, see if they want to restock.
Another
Okay,
one.
Because they're your existing customers.
When people with memorabilia normally restock, do you want the update?
I don't know.
Yeah,
But
do I change it up?
It's like a car deal. You know how if you buy a car, they never leave you alone.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, yeah.
We got
Thinking
you.
of changing over?
We got you.
So what do we got here? I saw her buy 4 at one stage. So yeah, L. Gilbert.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's got 4.
I'm going to hit her
So
up.
you
straight
know
away.
that there's
Straight away.
You know there's money in that honey
Yeah.
pot there. So that's your client list. That comes complimentary, obviously, when I hand over the business. But
All right.
before I
What else, Sam?
give you all the the legals and the stats, a couple of things you need to know.
Right.
Obviously, we're trying to trademark the autograph at the moment because from a legal standpoint, company-wise, we would like to own the trademark.
Okay, that's good to know.
There's
some guy
there's a guy opposing it. Well, the trademark office says that one of the issues is this guy, Tim-O-Matic. Or do you know someone like that?
Tim-O-Magic.
No.
Tim-O-Margie.
Yeah. Who's that?
Oh, that's my actual name.
That's okay.
That is
right.
actually me.
Okay. So just a heads up that you got some legal troubles with yourself. You're currently opposing this business, according to the trademark office.
Right.
They cited that he might have a problem with it. You coming on board would be a huge get.
Boost. we would hope that we had to push it through.
Yeah, it means now as a business we can write to the trademark people to be going, guess what? Tim-O-Margie, he's so fine with it. So that's
Part of the team.
That's a huge coup. Probably the only thing left, Ando.
Well, just to see, if you wouldn't mind doing
May I?
one.
Yeah, please. I'd like to see it.
Well, I'd like to see you have a go.
Okay.
And
I mean, let's remember, Tim, I mean, you don't have the business yet. I think this is probably the fast.
This is sort of like when Tim Cook sat down before Steve Jobs and Jobs went, make an iPhone. Just to see if he could do it.
I've never been more terrified to do my own autograph in my life. All right, I'm going to have to put 2 hands for this.
Yeah, Tim Mack's putting his microphone down.
Interesting. Instead of going the diamond shape, I usually go flush.
Okay.
Don't let that throw you off, Tim. Not bad.
It's not bad. Good. It's exactly
How was that?
It's not bad.
Okay, what's
it's
wrong
not
with it?
bad. What are these 2 dots over here? What's this umlaut?
It's just the extra little bang, bang.
That's what the new business
little bit
mind
of spice.
brings.
See, that's the update.
That's the update.
That's the new version.
This is the Tim-O-Matic 6 Plus.
Yeah.
The T, the length of the T. And I want to be a stickler, but I wouldn't mind seeing another one. Just with a longer top stroke on the T.
A longer top
That's
stroke?
sort of how the customers like them.
Okay. Okay, Tim-O-Matic's now doing his autograph
That's
again.
long enough. That's a good start.
It's really good.
That's
Nice.
great.
That's really nice.
I'm going to leave it at that.
Can I just show you?
Please do.
I don't want to get in your face too much. This is sort of how it's done. This is what, I mean, in a few months' time, once you're pumping out 20, 30 a day of these, this is where you're going to be at.
Okay.
Hamish now having a crack.
Wow.
They are bloody close, everyone.
What does it feel like to see someone else do your autograph?
That's insane.
Look at that.
That is such a trip. You did it faster than I did it. What? That's not right.
Well, with a bit of practice, you'll get there, kid, and that's why I picked you to take over.
Tim-O-Matic, thank you so much.
The autograph business.
What a brilliant sport, mate. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother.
It's the happy hour.
Appreciate it.
Straight after this, we're going to play the last game of Am I Naked? For those out there that want to play along, definitely join in now because we're about to hear nude people, whether we like it or not, on the air. It's happy hour. Already a historical show, Ham, where we found out that you are passing on the Tim-O-Matic autograph business to Tim-O-Matic. The only person that you think can do the autograph, not as good as you, but nearly as good as you.
Do you know what? I mean, he'll get there. He's a great kid, and I love his attitude.
His new song, Delilah, is online now for anyone who wants to go check that out.
That's a beautiful announcement. I've also got a special announcement.
What's that?
I'm handing over the business to him at midnight tonight.
Okay.
Which means we've got a few more hours for people to log on. And get ready, guys, because I'm going to show this live. And feel free to make you don't have to keep your big noises to yourself, like really go nuts.
If you want, just give
few people to log on
reaction.
to buy the last Tim-O-Matic autographs done by me, done in a gold pen.
I feel that's a little put on. I feel that's a little put on. I feel that
$29.95. Laughter is the best sign.
You know you've priced it correctly.
Laughter is the best sign of laughter is a very good sign in business that you've priced it correctly.
Anyway, we've got to keep moving on. It's time.
$29.95 limited gold pen, and you can see there's genuine speckles around the autograph too.
Not genuine speckles, you've just done dots. Come on, let's not oversell it. Anyway, time
the
for
last ditch special.
Naked, we are wondering if you're naked, and we'll ponder this a little bit, but we'll find out in the end.
We've sold done. Am I Naked? It's a game, best play along game in the world.
Yeah, it's great.
Whereby people have called in. They are either nude or wearing clothes, and we have to try and discern that by asking a few questions. We can't ask them
exactly what they're wearing.
Yep.
But since we've got a lot of our great happy hour friends and family up here today in the kitchen,
they might be able to sway us like Price is Right. We can go
just
to the audience.
feel free to yell at naked, clothed.
Am I naked?
This is the one time we'll allow you to do that.
Ethan joins us. Ethan, how are you?
Ethan,
are you there? Ethan,
why would the phone be down? It sounds like he's getting undressed.
Okay.
I think we're just going to say naked.
I know.
Because it sounds like you're running, Ethan, and you needed to keep your hands free, and you put the phone the only place you could. Ethan, okay, Ethan,
are you there?
Sorry, all we could hear was rustling and giggling.
We wondered whether do you know what I think's happened here? I reckon Ethan's run somewhere and is busily taking his clothes off.
And he's just put the phone down.
So you're naked, Ethan?
Ethan, we're not even going to ask you a question. It's the first time we've gone with no ask. We think you're naked.
No, fellas, I just got home from driving the car, so not naked.
It's a loss. Well done. He
didn't even just get home. He just got home from driving the car. Remember to drive it every day and give it water once a week.
What'd you do today? Drive the car?
Just had to drive the car and walk the dog.
He gets himself a happy hour coaster. Well done. Unsigned.
Very well done.
Megan joins us. Megan, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Yeah, good, Megan. Whereabouts are you, Megan?
Well, I'm a property manager and I'm just out at a property doing a vacate.
Someone else's.
Is this too easy though? Is this? So there's obviously.
I do work in a very small mining town that's as hot as the sun, so it's very hot here.
Jeez, really?
We're being baited. We're being baited. I mean, you're telling us you're in an empty house and it's boiling hot.
The house. I'm in the house by myself, but there may or may not be other people around.
Are you in a room with no windows?
No, there's windows in here.
Are the curtains drawn?
The curtains are drawn, yes.
I thought they might have been.
This is, again, this radio segment that dances dangerously close to the edge of creepy all the time.
Hey, what do you think? What do you guys think? Nude. We've got a bit more nude than not nude. Are you nude?
I am not.
No. Even our sound effect guy went too early.
You goose stepped the sound effects guy.
It's probably best if I keep my clothes on because the tenant is out the back finishing off the shed.
The one bit of info that would have helped us.
Okay, well done.
Good.
Right,
you sold us some candy.
boys.
You've got yourself a happy hour coaster. You go back to doing work. All right, the next person, Hannah, final one. We're two down.
It's
here.
one of those unfortunate ones where we keep guessing naked,
Josh.
and our listeners have clothes on, which is totally acceptable.
Josh, how are you?
I'm good, guys. How are you?
Joshy, we're really good, mate. Having a lot of fun. You sound chipper.
You're standing taller than usual, like proud?
A little bit. I'm always standing tall. I'm very proud of myself.
Okay. Whereabouts are you, Josh?
Well, I'm currently at work, out the back near spare parts, scourging through some boxes, funny enough.
Would you scourge through boxes of spare parts, having a nude?
It's not a pretty visual, but it feels like. How many guys work at your work?
There's 4 others here, but they're at the front of the shop.
And are they busy?
Oh, I believe so. Hopefully no one comes back here.
Oh, why are you hoping? I think you're nude.
Are you nude?
Boys, I'm like a very favourite family 1993 movie. Yeah. I am Free Willy.
And leaping out of the water, I hope. Wow.
Thank you very much, Josh.
Enjoy your day, Josh.
That wraps up Am I Naked for Happy Hour. An important part of the show is about to... Well, probably the most important part of the show ever, Ham. Before we do that, we should say that for Christmas... not only can you get... Christmas.
Whoa, it's Christmas. Everyone's favourite song.
Not only can you... Do you want to give that another plug?
Oh, my business? Yeah. Well, thanks, Ando. As we mentioned earlier in the show, I'm wrapping up my business selling Tim-O-Matic's autograph. I will wrap it up at midnight tonight. I'm handing it over to Tim-O-Matic himself. He will struggle to get it off the ground, but he's got all of summer to work on his autograph. But very special, limited edition, final autographs done in gold with a bit of extra art on them. Will be available until midnight tonight at the website.
What's the price?
$29.95.
Well, it might have dropped since in the last
$29.95. That includes postage.
Sure.
And GST.
If you've got money to burn...
Well, I don't think we charge GST on them because they're not good.
If you've got money to burn, you can also get the Gap Year box set DVD. It's secondary business, but we should point out that we are releasing every single Gap Year. Reminiscence that's never been released. Learn India that's never been released.
Almost pretty much everything we've done. Caravan of Courage.
Everything we've done in the one box set. It's exclusive to JB Hi-Fi. It's coming out.
It's basically the Marg Lee collection. She's the only person that so far had all of the things we've ever done on TV in one place.
Yes, exactly. But more importantly than all that is the fact that Brent the Mixmaster, regular man, amazing hero.
Yeah.
When it comes to food, has been preparing...
We can hear noises. That's because his microphone has been turned on. He's separated from us here in the kitchen by a big black screen. Brent,
Yes, yeah, I'm here.
You still sound busy, which I call foul on. It just seems like you're making too much noise. Maybe it's the microphone, but you're busily squirreling away in the kitchen.
Yeah, I am actually mixing.
Okay, so Brent...
Is there cooking involved, or is today's meal just mixing?
No, there was cooking involved, but a bit of prep goes a long way.
Yeah, absolutely.
The great thing about your dishes is you combine regular foods into concoctions that no one's ever thought of or tasted before.
And then they taste brilliant.
So you're really more of a mixer than a chef. But it is phenomenal. Will we get to find out after this song what the meal is?
Oh, I assume so. Yes, you'll be eating it.
Well, Brent,
great. Well, we've got a bunch of people here who are all sitting in front of placemats and cutlery and have been for 45 minutes. So it's probably time we ate.
Happy hour. Hamish and Andy with you. And guys, would you please make welcome from the back of this staff kitchen that we're in, Brent the Mixmaster.
A hero's welcome. Yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Brent, how are you, mate?
Brent, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Take a seat, buddy, over there. I know you've been mixing for a while.
It's hot in the kitchen.
Yes.
Again,
that's where they are.
Much like me thinking you're just banging around utensils, it just sounds like the kind of thing you'd say.
As they say, if you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen.
Go and do a quick interview in the staff room.
We are at the staff room here at the station today. Everyone's dressed up for a formal dinner. Brent, this is the most dressed up we've ever seen you.
I've never seen you in a chef's hat.
For a mix. Yeah. How's that feeling?
Yeah, it feels comfortable. Yeah. Like, probably going to go look for some chef jobs, but...
Good. This is where we get to ask. To remind people, back in the day, we did stumble across Brent the Mixmaster. What was the first ever mix?
I think it was Drink X, wasn't it?
Yeah, Drink X was the very first mix.
Can you explain that one again to everyone?
So we had brown creamy soda, red creaming soda, and also vanilla Coke.
Yes.
Hard to get, great to taste.
Which was their slogan at the time.
No, Drink X, I think, was also hard to get.
I remember mixing that up at the time because that was just when we knew you over email and you'd ring me for the show and I was mixing it up at the time and I was just sort of going, it was just probably a slow day. I'll give this a go. It's not going to taste that great. And when it hit my lips, I couldn't believe it.
It was I
went, this kid has talent.
Yeah.
This is something far more superior than what we thought it would be.
Exactly, because it's the subtlest of ingredients, isn't it?
That's what we love most about your recipes and your mixes, Brent, is the subtlety.
Then I think you probably cemented your place as the mix master with the Nana Jana.
Yeah, that was amazing. It's probably my favourite mix of the mixes.
Yeah. Okay, tell everyone about that one again.
So we had the Parma wrapped in naan,
bread.
Garlic and cheese naan.
Beautiful.
With butter chicken sauce.
Yeah.
Spread throughout.
And that's the amazing thing because you had to source the schnitzel and then bring it to the Indian restaurant.
Yeah, they didn't know how to cook a schnitzel.
And that's what you're doing.
You said sauce as in find the schnitzel.
You have to locate a schnitz and bring it to the
then
Indian
butter
place.
Sauce it once you get there.
And that was the beautiful thing. I mean, not every man on earth turns up to an Indian restaurant with an esky with schnitzels in it and an instructional booklet for the chef.
You came back from overseas, Brent.
You've been in Europe.
You emailed us, you said you've got a new mix. We said, let's dedicate a whole show to it. In fact, let's stake the reputation of this whole show on this last mix.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's how confident we are.
What is it?
Do you want to know now?
Well, can I have a few guesses? Because we've been sitting here smelling a few things wafting over the divider because the kitchen's divided from the
It's happy hour appropriate. It's what you would eat at a happy hour.
Okay, great. Because I'm smelling... I mean, a few people have picked up garlic, I think. Just a hint of garlic. And maybe... I want to say egg. Is there any egg in it?
No egg, no.
Right. Good decoy. You've probably fried a few eggs to put me off. So I'm out of guesses.
What is it, Brent?
All right, so I was in Italy and I... saw the pizzas. They were good. Went to Greece.
Pizzas,
Gyros. Like a souvlaki.
Beautiful.
Yep. Pizzas, souvlaki, hot chips.
Why hasn't anyone done this before?
You've just gone...
Yeah.
That's how your mind sees it.
Yeah, sorry. Let me put it in layman's terms.
Exactly. That's like...
Explain the shum.
That's like kind of Matt Damon, back in the day for Good Will Hunting, where he can just see the mathematical equation. We don't quite understand it.
Okay, so you go to the pizza shop and you get your small pizza.
Mm-hmm. What flavour?
Margarita.
Okay.
Margarita. Does it have to be thin base for wrapping?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Wow, you're doing well.
Well, I'm just thinking ahead, but
Margarita,
keep going.
yep.
So you ask them not to slice it. Important step.
Yeah,
Good.
Very messy.
That's a crumbly wrap.
Then you take it to the suva shop and you ask for the meat and the fillings of souvlaki. And you put it on top of the pizza. Then you have to go to the fish and chip shop.
Yes.
Get the chips.
Yes.
You go back out there, Brent. You go back out there. We will do the official taste.
He just didn't even need to finish. He's charging out to a hero's exit, if there is such a thing.
It just felt like a Steve Jobs moment, didn't it? When he starts unveiling something, and everybody doesn't even need to get to the end of what he's saying. Everyone just goes,
Guys, let me
"You've
finish.
bloody done it."
No, it's not for sale. Oh, okay.
After this, I mean, it already seems so right.
Margarita wrapped around kebab meat with chips on the inside. And that's what you get when you go to Greece and you buy a kebab or a gyro or a gyros, as they call them. They throw a few chips in. You don't get that a lot in Australia, and it is a secret ingredient.
We'll test it after this, Ham. A taste test will stake the whole reputation of this entire show. In fact, we might retire for 6 months if it's not good.
And if it is good, we might be so shocked we have to take 6 months off.
Happy hour! Hamish and Andy with you. The final break of this show, Ham, and the final break for 7 months.
And
we'll be back in July, everyone.
We're coming back in July
to do the drive show back at 4 and 6 around the country.
Yeah, we're coming back in July, like it or not.
Yeah.
But we are just seeing here if we're going to end on a triumphant high note,
and
or
thus
crash into and burn into radio infamy.
Exactly. It's whether this show will be remembered fondly or not remembered at all.
Yep. Or like there's millions of shows that have been on radio you wouldn't even remember.
Yeah.
And that's why I can't remember one. Like a Lowy's Hot 30. It was all right at the time, but, it's... I'm not even going in personally, but it's just one of the shows that sort of comes and goes. We don't want to be that, Ando. We want to end on the highest of high notes.
Yes,
and that is what that's why we've gambled the legacy of the show today on a concoction that Brent the Mixmaster, one of our favourite ever contributors to the show, that he's put together. He's just revealed what it is. He was travelling through Italy. He was travelling through Greece. He was eating gyros, which are kebabs. Or suvas to depending on where you are in Australia.
And we should say Brent is out the back now. Start bringing it out, Brent, and as Hamish describes it.
And he was also eating pizzas, and he thought, why haven't... I mean, you've got a bread base in your gyro, and pizza essentially is a bread base. It's the best kind of bread. Yeah. Why haven't people combined them? He's just bringing it through the crowd now, and people, there's oohs and ahs.
You've got a lamb and a chicken.
Oh, wow. I hope I've got the lamb. That's fun.
I'll swap it.
Great, thank you so much.
We'll play our strengths.
Play to your strengths. Always play to your strengths. What we've got essentially here is it's a margarita pizza wrapped around the gyro meat. Now, Brent, you suggest finding a shopping strip where there is maybe a pizza store, a fish and chip shop, and a souvlaki shop.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Do you tell the pizza store guys to just don't have to cook it too crisp?
Be careful of that.
Okay,
you'll get a snapping souvlaki.
You don't want that.
No,
hey,
you don't.
I know.
I just had a chip. That's all right.
I know, but we're broadcasting.
Yeah, I know. I haven't tasted the actual meal. We're building up to that. But
yeah, I know, but you still have to participate in chat.
Well, had I not been dobbed in, I probably would have got away with it. Because as you can hear, my mouth is clear now. Dad?
It looks tremendous. We're about to do the tasting.
Yep.
I'm a little nervous because, like we said, we've put the reputation of this show on.
One of a sneaky sniff.
How's the sniff?
It's really good. You can actually smell... I mean, it smells like... First thing you think is it smells like a souvlaki, but you can smell the margarita, the Napoli.
Wow.
Brilliant.
Well, let's collect our thoughts before the taste.
Ladies and gentlemen, the reputation of the happy hour hangs in the balance. The legacy of 2 years of happiness will be decided in one short mouthful. Here we go, as Hamish and Andy take a bite of the dish whose name I don't know yet, as I recorded this before we knew what the dish was. Gentlemen, take your bites.
True, obviously, we had to get that done this morning, and we didn't know what the dish was.
Do we have a name yet, anyway?
Brent, does this have a name?
I'm just calling the happy hour snack in honour of the happy hour.
Oh, my God. Well, I mean, can't really see it going wrong from here. But true to our word. You ready?
1, 2, 3.
That is wonderful. Is the garlic sauce on that?
Yeah, there is.
Oh, you knew it! It is amazing! It's so good! That's what makes the difference. That is what makes the difference.
I didn't expect the garlic sauce.
I didn't expect the garlic sauce. That is stunning.
And
it's cheesy as well. You love a bit of cheese in your concoctions. You're a man that's not afraid to use cheese, and I bloody salute that.
And the good
that
news
is so good.
The good news for everyone who joins us here in the staff cafe, dressed semi-formal, Brent's made enough for everyone, guys.
Good. We're coming out. We promised you a meal. Brent, it's unbelievable. It's the perfect mix of Italy and Greece.
Yep.
It's just... I'm speechless. Yeah. It's such a bit... Somewhere, probably in heaven, Pavarotti and Zeus are eating this meal together, having a big old laugh. Now looking down upon us going, finally the mortals have the secret.
Brent, thank you so much.
What a
mate.
legend.
Congratulations.
The show is now remembered as the best show ever. Tell everyone.
Thank you for being with us for the entire couple of years where we've been doing the happy hour.
The cheese holds it together.
Like we said, Ham,
Sorry.
we will be back in July to do Drive.
Yep.
You can go to hamishandy.com, check out the dish and anything you may have missed. We'll have a couple of best of podcasts going up as well.
Guys, thank you so much for listening and being part of the happy hour. And thanks to all the team here that help us put the show together behind the scenes.
Danny O'Grady, well done, my
the
friend.
best in the biz. Jack and Jez and Trav and Lizzie and Willie. It sounds like he's Scottish, like groundskeeper Willie. He's not.
But we appreciate everyone out there listening, and we'll catch you next year, hopefully.
Have a great one, guys.
Thanks for listening to the Hamish and Andy podcast. To contribute to the show, head to hamishandandy.com/topics.